Hello, my beautiful Aries. Welcome back to my channel. This is Lee's Tarot, where we get to your greatness one tea leaf at a time. More specifically, this is going to be your March Madness reading. March Madness, March Epicness, we don't know. Don't forget to like and subscribe and join the tribe. I sure appreciate all the follows. Let's get into it because I want to know what's happening. This is your monthly March. Sun, moon, and rising. Cross watchers are, of course, welcome. Let's see, okay? What does the collective want you to know? Love, career, societally, whatever is happening in the... Ooh, what's happening and what should you expect in March? You are sick of them, whoever this is. We're going to find out. Eight of Swords, frustrations, feeling bound and gagged. You are noticing, I don't want that. I want this freedom, and I want to wrap my money my hands around my money, okay? You're like, something about this job, this person I'm around, whatever, it just feels like too much censorship. Maybe you're also noticing there's too much like overreach of like government censorship or whatever it is. You're not liking it. You want freedom and you want the power to make your own money in a legit way, but also like without censoring, without losing your right to chill speech or whatever. Four of Pentacles, money improvements, more coming your way. So, okay, Aries, you are on a look out for where the opportunities reside. The universe, what else do we need to know? Actually, let me pull some more of these because I do want some tea about what is happening here. Ooh, you're not falling for the okie doke. You're not falling for it, Aries. Somebody tried to play you in the past and you are not appreciative of that. You're cutting them off, and it is such a empowering moment because they tried to sell you lies. Do you see how these are all like kind of like they look like, ooh, something I want? It seems like when you pull their card, their mask slipped, whatever it is, whether it's a job or whatever, you're like, oh, let me read the fine print. Am I signing my rights away for like conflict? Like if I quit this job, will I lose power on this? If I sign up for this app, will I have to like lose this right or get this or whatever? And all that glitters is not gold. Look beyond the clouds. Money improvements, Seven of Cups. You're like, I'm focused. I can tell. I'm not falling for fool's gold. That's just not what's happening. This is about to be the golden era. I can tell the difference between fool's gold and real gold. And that's because you're doing you're reading who owns what company, what's the fine print, who's on their board of directors, who wrote that article, why would they write this article, what other type of thing. You're like, what is the what is the background? What's this thing? You're doing your research. And as the person you're with who was trying to like cosplay or pretend like they were the man for you or the girl for you or whatever, you're like, nah, they were playing different games with me. They were trying to pick me, but also have their hand in other people, like the other places. If this is a job, you're like, nah, let me actually weigh the pros and cons. This is like really the pros and cons. Two of Pentacles, money confusion, juggling two situations or ideas around. You're no longer being second choice to anyone. You are like, I stood my ground. I'm in my truth. I can see what's BS and I'm not going to convince you. I understand that I'm not going to be propagandized anymore. You're not falling for what, the past they told you to learn or XYZ. You're going back to the books and you're like, okay, who wrote this book? Why? Let me go find out other sources and do my own thorough research. And because of that, you're about to make so much money and only be filled with love, okay? Strength, inner strength, confrontation with yourself or other people. And I'm sensing you're confronting yourself. Like you might know that those people are players or this job was trying to pick you and someone else, but only to fire you later for AI or whatever it is. You are like, nah, I've been strong in my morals, my values. I'm only going to support companies that do that as well. And at the same time, you see that infinity symbol on top of the crown? You're like, the strength is to stand your truth, right? And that means you're not falling for fake love, fake friends, fake news, fake anything. And Four of Wands, happy home, possible country setting. There you go. I see a power couple coming your way. Like you're like regenerative farming. I don't want pesticides. I don't want any of the things that made it toxic, but I still want the creature comforts of like a castle, a beautiful like thing And you know what? There's a lot that are changing and like tariffs that are coming up and XYZ. You are about to see that people appreciate you and they're like, take my money. You're like local here. You were born and raised here. You did XYZ. You know what I'm talking about. You understand this. And they're going to bring their money to you because you like know what is going on. You kind of peeled back the fool's gold before everybody even realized it was fake, right? And so now they're like, whoa, this person was on it. Ace of Cups, security, helping hand. So financial security, safety security, cyber security. You're like, oh, let me write some things down because it seems like the cybersecurity companies that you used to be with or whatever, work with or whatever, there's all these like hacks and XYZ. And you're like, okay, so all I learned is they were basically probably foreign spyware in that sense, right? Like, because if you're in the US, for example, 99.9% of all the cybersecurity apps and stuff were like made by international VC funds who fund international people, right? And it's kind of like, okay, it's not bad to be international, but it's also, what are their intentions? Do they really like me like my own brethren like me? And you're kind of like, I've been noticing, no. So let me redo that. You're kind of like, let me make sure I feel safe in all areas of my life. So you're doing research again. You're looking at who owns these companies, why, and what do they have in common. And you're finding out that the universe is actually looking out for you in a good way. They're like, calm down, I got you. And what did I tell you about power couple? You are finding people who genuinely love you, okay? So that means in March, go to events. Nowruz equinox is coming up. That's the Persian New Year that the spring equinox was basically based on, ancient Persia. So the lovers, so that's around like maybe 19th, I think it's 21st. Usually it changes, obviously, year to year. The lovers, love affairs, romance building again within marriage, relationship, relatives, loving relationship you can share with a friend, okay? So you're building up your like social circle, okay? There's people who love regenerative farming. They don't want like seed oils. They don't like toxic, fumigated, and irradiated spices, right? Like the gamma ray spices that they shoot up in all the American food, for example. You're like, okay, where are the real organic farms? And because of that, you are finding like your people who are like a little more crunchy, a little more third eye is awake. And look at this, the High Priestess. Highest card in the tarot deck. Very powerful. Good or bad secrets to be revealed. Yeah, you're finding out so much new-ish that you're like, I'm going to confront myself for even, I can't believe I even wasted money on companies who hated me or didn't like what I came from or were trying to get away. Look up their legislation. Look up how many times they get recalled, how many times they try to win legislative litigation. They go to litigation to fight out in courts to keep it secret that things are poison, right? And you're like, let me look up how this could possibly be carcinogenic or not. And look up if someone says, oh, it's actually fine. This is like, debunked XYZ. Go see who's debunking it. Because usually those are people who are paid by the same NGOs that are funded by the same lobbyists who fund them and blackmail the same politicians. It's a circle. It's a love fest, okay? But not for you. So you're like not falling for that. You're like, I'd rather go super minimalist if that means I'm building it's kind of like my new food, clothing, organic, everything, brick by brick. If that's what it takes and I need to like unlearn before I relearn, I'm doing that with the shirt on my back if it's 100% cotton or whatever. And you're like, not the GMO one either. Blah, blah, blah. You're not falling for the propaganda. The fool. Good friends, happiness, needing to take a giant leap forward. Yep. You're like, okay, I have so many things that have been, the secrets have been revealed. Whether it's in love life, exes, you're not using data. Do not use apps in March at least. Go out and meet real people. Leave it behind because it's like the dating world in the past or that person in the past who was trying to pretend they were on your side, but really they were cosplaying as someone who was worthy of falling in love with each other. Like, nah, I'm good. I don't want that. This is toxic. This is fool's gold, which you can now tell. 8 of Cups. money problems, turning your back and walking away, knowing nothing more can be done. Oh, Aries, someone pissed you off and you're like, I'm not going back. I'm going to the new wave. Literally, you see the waves coming through with the moon. You're like, I'm not turning my back on myself or real gold. These are fake. These chalices were not giving princess energy. They were not giving soft life. It was giving just lies, propaganda, and gaslighting. It's very narc based, okay? Narcissist. Six of Swords. Boat or over water travel, turning boat out of troubled waters into calmer waters. There you go. Universe, this is your spirit guide, is like, yo, let me take you to where things are cleaner, healthier, where people are on the same page educationally. And I'm not talking about like, oh, they're all Ivy League, XYZ. No, 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 no. You're talking about whatever background they are, they know how litigation or lobbying works. These are your people, the people who you don't have to explain too much, but they're willing to learn, the open-minded, right? And because of that, they're really like, people are like, yo, take my money, take my money. I love what you've done with the place. I love that you don't fall for so-and-so companies. I love that you don't just buy fast food unless you've done your research, right? Like, there's a lot of people that were like, yay, finally, beef tallow in fries and XYZ. And then they found out there's only one company that genuinely does real tallow, not the ones that are mixed in with seed oil first or XYZ. Stuff like that is like, you want people who are just as investigatively curious, if that makes sense, so that you guys can like lift as you ride and kind of like delegate, like, can you look after that? I'll look into this, and exchanging of the minds. Like, you're Aries, you are going to be learning so many cool things, and because of that, you're gonna make a lot of money, and the gratitude you feel is perfect because it keeps attracting more money, more love, more community members. You might have felt like a hermit in the past, and now you're like out and about, and you're like, whoa, let me go to this farmer's market, let me go to this seed place, let me go to this place and XYZ, let me go to this grocery store, let me read the labels. And you might meet people who are on your level doing the same thing you're doing. Gratitude, I'm thankful. So say this: I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. And the more you do that, the more money, financial security, cybersecurity, physical security rolls in. It's kind of like you're ready to receive. If you're ready to receive, definitely like and subscribe and join the tribe. We could keep it up. Purpose. I know what I'm here to do, and you do. People try to tell you, no, that's not really your purpose. Oh, you're misguided. Oh, you're becoming like a conspiracy theorist or XYZ. No. You are going to be appreciated by the right people. As long as you know that your purpose is correct and you're doing no harm and you're doing things legit, like legally XYZ, like you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's, you are grateful, the doors are going to open. So purple and green is also going to be things that like bring you more power and greatness and just joy. Let's get your tea leaf message of the day. Ooh, magnum opus. Okay, this is Latin for greatest work. Okay, so if you're writing a book, if you're making art, if you're writing your first thesis, like something is going to be so important. Like something, your purpose, it's purpose minded. And maybe it's like your first store, something that you become like legacy in a way. Like you solve something, you find a cure for something, you figure something out that just becomes like your greatest work, something you're so proud of that people are like, yo, do you know she did that? Do you know he did that? Do you know this is like such a cool stamp? And you don't have to, confirmation. You don't have to just have one greatest work. You could have multiple in different genres, different fields. Like if you're not a writer and all of a sudden you wrote your favorite cookbook, that counts as well. You wrote a song, you went and did a play, whatever it is, your own YouTube channel, and it becomes like the place where people come and they thank you and credit you for teaching them how to think open-minded, or how you can be a little cynical but still optimistic about the future. Maybe something like that. It could even be if you work like a 9 to 5 or for another company, you might have like a law that you wrote or something you did in like the business that like sets the standard of something so good that you want to follow it up with even better. Usually, if it's like a celebrity, their magnum opus is like, you know, that one ballad they wrote, that one movie they wrote, the one song or album that just transcends time. Like they basically capture, you know, luck in a bottle. That's what's happening. Ooh, this is your tea message of the day. Look at that. Mint lime mix with rosemary and Melissa. Do you know what Melissa is? It is lemon balm. So that's the other term. It's lime and lemon in here. Fun time. Have fun while you're doing this, and you're going to digest the truth, the knowledge. And obviously don't drink this if you're allergic or anything. But the yellow, the greens, the mint, the earthy, like you're about to have so much fun doing this exploration. And because of that, you're going to meet like-minded people who you can grow with, expand your horizons, and get that money. Okay? So until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.